I have a young family, and I'm really aware that the choices that we make now, both as individuals and as a society, will really affect their well-being in the future. So we really focus on sustainability and ethical choices. Being interested in sustainability, I feel like I can learn a lot from the way that they've designed these buildings and the way that they've really thought about how to be sustainable. It just makes it really easy for me to continue that habit, and it sort of is a really frictionless experience.
As one of Australia's largest companies, we know we have an obligation to operate sustainably for future generations. This focus on energy efficiency has meant that over the last 10 years, we've reduced our carbon emissions by 60%. This year, we've been able to achieve our goal of utilising 100% renewable energy for our Australian operations. We wanted to move to South Eveleigh to underpin this innovation precinct. We thought that linking our digital future to a location that had so much significance in terms of the technological revolution that happened in Australia 100 years ago would be a perfect fit. Some of the key sustainability features here are a strong primary focus on energy efficiency, as well as focus on utilizing recycled materials in the fit-out. We are utilizing green waste from the building in order to provide fertilizer to the rooftop garden next door. The indoor air quality is of a very high level. The use of plants, really great natural light created by the atrium spaces within the building. Rainwater harvesting is extensively used here. It's 100% renewable. We have solar panels on the roof. We've switched from single-use plastics to biodegradable material in our cafes, which means that we're working with a provider who takes our waste and then composts it and utilizes it for soil. Key to being able to deliver the sustainability goals for South Eveleigh has been the partnership we've created with Mirvac. And through that partnership, we've been able to achieve a 6 Green Star rating in the precinct.
Aboriginal history has been here for thousands of years, but the recent history is also really interesting in that a lot of Aboriginal people moved to Redfern to get jobs, to work in the locomotive sheds, which was a key industry here, but this was a hub for Aboriginal people. It was the birthplace of the Aboriginal legal service, the Aboriginal medical service, and a whole heap of the Aboriginal rights movements really changed their socio-economic status. So South Eveleigh is that link to the past that really helped Aboriginal people.
In developing our vision for South Eveleigh, we wanted to ensure that the community and the residents felt like this was as much part of them as it was part of us. Art installations, sports courts, children playgrounds, there's a community rooftop garden next door. All of these things were ways that we could ask the community to participate and be part of this precinct.
The Aboriginal Cultural Landscape Garden, for example, is a public space. It has art elements within it, but it also has a community co-design at its core. So members of the community were involved in the design of that space, providing opportunities for people to showcase their art or their culture. So it's really quite beautiful knowledge share, but also an opportunity for people to learn. The buildings themselves and the precinct is all about minimising impact through solar arrays, through recycled water, all of those things, but there's a much bigger push on the social sustainability and making sure that the community are involved in the process.
I'm Kylie Kwong, and I'm South Eveleigh's Ambassador for Food, Culture and Community. At South Eveleigh, there is a rich, diverse and multicultural community. It has always been a meeting place. There is a spaciousness here, not just physically, but within the South Eveleigh culture. I feel so privileged to have the opportunity to learn from Aboriginal educators and mentors. One of the main reasons I was drawn to South Eveleigh was this amazing community of people.
The Commonwealth Bank's commitment and investment in sustainability with this building and with this precinct is so important, because we need to all work together to really make sustainable change and ensure that the world in the future is more sustainable for my kids and future generations.